on topics, on news and topics. Oh, wow. New NBA news. DeJounte Murray is a potential trade target to monitor for the Warriors. Golden State could quickly put together a package built around Chris Paul's contract plus additional assets. What would the additional assets be in a DeJounte Murray to Warriors trade? Now, there's been so this was actually one of my topics, so screw it, we'll just jump to this one. So the Hawks are a big name right now in terms of trades and everything. I just, by the way, like I don't want to, I've been heavy watching the NBA again for like a few weeks now, and not to that I haven't always kept up with it, but you know what I'm saying? I don't want to act like I'm some guru. I'm better than some people that might have a smaller following than me or whatever. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But I'm not that I ever have issues keeping up with it, but in terms of just watching everything with the Hawks though, I saw a video yesterday that popped on my YouTube talking about them as well. And people are oftentimes pointing to Murray as one of the quote unquote issues. I think it's more so that, I don't know. I don't know the team. I feel like they need a, not necessarily him, but that Siakam type of player where they have a more, I said the same exact thing about the Warriors the other day, where I felt like the Warriors would benefit from having more inside-out scoring, 3-level scoring threats. And the Hawks aren't exactly proficient in that themselves. I don't know what DeJounte's percentages are in terms of like from each zone or whatever, but I feel like he's not, he's not like getting to, I know I've seen him hit pull-up mid-ranges. I've seen him do a lot, but I guess he's not like, he averages like what, 19, 20? They don't need John Collins. And yeah, that's the other thing. They need defense. That's one thing I saw yesterday in this video. It was by this dude, the Hardwood or something like that on YouTube. And it was talking about the Hawks. And it was like, he had said that DeAndre Hunter for the past 3 years hasn't been good at defense. I'm like, damn, I'm not going to front. I like when I get put onto stuff like that, because I'm like, I even like following after the offseason, I kept on getting recommended Rockets accounts on Twitter. And I actually, because they did all the signings and I guess I was tweeting about them. So Twitter's like, oh, you must like the Rockets. And I kept getting recommended their accounts, even though I didn't follow them on the little For You page. And I actually liked it because I'm like, oh, I like knowing what the teams think about their own players. Because over the years, as a Knicks fan, I'd be like, I'm thinking a certain thing that the other fans aren't thinking. And even Stephen A. Smith is on the news spreading propaganda, misinformation about stuff that he actually hasn't watched, or hasn't dissected the same way that most of us have, you know what I'm saying? So I like seeing fans' perspectives. So with the Hawks, I saw that. And I'm not even sure if the dude was a fan, but I saw that supposedly DeAndre Hunter hasn't been good at defense the past few years. Jalen Johnson is like the one. Oh, I got some tea today. There you go. He's like the one light in whatever the hell they got going on. Capella is cool, but he's like 29 and makes a lot of money or something like that. He's like 29, 30. And yeah, but the report spot on was that they are open to trading every single player except for Trey and Jalen Johnson. So there's even been rumors over the past few years that Trey might at some point ask out OG the best Knicks since Melo. Amen. Forget the Hawks. My bad. But let's talk about him, man. Let's talk about my guys. Hold on, screw it. I'm putting back up Andre. Oh, let's see. Let's just look up the Knicks. Screw it. Oh, Kendrick Perkins. Okay, bet. We'll watch this. Wait, he said what?
In the Knicks. And let me apologize to Sinead, right? Because last week,
Two shots.
Because the topic came up about the Knicks being legit title contenders, and I was kind of, going back and forth with Sinead. Damn it, they are. They're the second best team in the Eastern Conference.
I'm going to enjoy this moment. I never thought I'd see the day that I see the media liking the Knicks. I can't believe it. They don't even need to be right. They could be wrong. You could all disagree. Shoot, I damn near disagree, but I'm going to still enjoy it.
Right now.
I'm going to still enjoy it. Because I honestly, this entire time when they're winning 5 straight games, whatever, they have the best defensive rating in the league right now. They have the best net rating in the league that I just saw on Twitter. Shout out to, I'm not going to lie, I had unfollowed this dude on Twitter. He's a Knicks reporter. I'm just going to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like propagating, hating because whatever, but I'd unfollowed this dude named Tommy Beer because he would always drop stats every single year that were so good for the Knicks. And I got tired of seeing good stats. Oh, that's crazy. I actually followed him back today and he followed me back. That's crazy. So I feel bad, but I followed him back today because we're actually doing good. So I could be positive towards this stuff now, because I remember one time, like, because I used to have the Knicks page on my Instagram or whatever, and I'd be reposting these stats and be like, Kevin Knox, first teenager since LeBron to drop 30 and 10. And now you know what I mean? Like, there was always RJ Barrett. First this, I know he's playing good right now in Toronto, but it would just piss me off because I'm like, all right, it's been like 5 years of looking at these stats and nothing ever pans out. But with that being said, though, I know that the Knicks have to keep this up, but nonetheless, this is great. Basically, this is all great stuff. In December, less than 30% of their points came from 3-pointers, which was 27th in the NBA. Now they're tied for 3rd most in the NBA. They're averaging more fast break points, whatever. He just always is on top of these stats. Here we go. Defensive rating before the OG trade. Last 5 games before the trade, they were dead last in the NBA. 27th in net rating and 1-4. Since the OG trade, they're first in the NBA in defensive rating, have the best net rating in the NBA, and they haven't lost. We played 2 washes of teams, which is the Blazers and the Wizards. But to be fair, actually, I just saw something else yesterday too. Oh yeah, this one's crazy as well. That we since 2024. But it's like this is in a sense cherry pick because we're gonna play tougher teams. We play the Mavericks, which isn't the toughest of tough, but we play the Mavericks tomorrow or something. And then I think we play, I know the Magic are on some point of that, and whoever else. Memphis after with no job. Well, I will say though, the fact that we're even still at this point playing this well, even pre-OG trade, is solid because we had one of the tougher first half schedules, I'm pretty sure. So I'll take it. But yeah, no, this right here is actually a nut. So I'm very, very happy. And then obviously too, I'm happy for RJ Barrett. I saw him playing well against the Lakers. And I said it in the last stream that I did that he had dropped 40 before that stream against, or almost 40 against the Warriors. And I'm like, the 7 shots that he missed, he was 13 for 20. I watched all the shots. I didn't watch the game, but I watched all of his shots. The 7 shots that he missed were shots similar to what he would get on the Knicks, and the 13 shots that he hit, not all of them, of course, but were a little bit different. Like more confident. Even the sense of him taking the ball break to break doesn't happen often on the Knicks because, I'm be honest, we rather the ball in the players' hands that are better. And the Raptors obviously are an out of the playoff team right now. They needed a retooling, whatever. And if they works out better than expected, it is looking like one of the best. I forget, people keep referencing it to another win-win trade that happened recently that I can't remember, but it seems like a pretty good win-win trade. Sadly, Quickly was whatever the casualty of it because he was going to ask for too much money. He was a backup, and him and Brunson are redundant. It had to happen. But yeah. Oh yeah, Sabonis Halliburton. Yeah, that's the one that people be talking about. Yeah. IT signed with the Grizzlies. Get the hell out of here. He ain't signed with us. Hey, look like y'all need a point guard. So yeah, what about them Timberwolves? The Timberwolves, are you going to the finals this year? Shoot, I don't know. Yeah, the Contenders feels like a setup. Now I necessarily won't call. Now, obviously, once you get closer to the playoffs and everything, once words are said, they're taken in much more value. As of right now, Perk is saying we're a contender, second best team. I guess he means second best after the Celtics. That's a reach. We lost to the Bucks like 4 times, so I don't want to reach and say that we're. I know those are pre-trade, but we lost to the Bucks 4 times. I think we played them 4 or 5 times. I think it was that the Pacers played them 5 times and we played them 4 times and we went 3-1. Or sorry, I forget. Did we win 1? I don't know. I think we lost to them at times. Anyways, I watched most of the games and I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? We're still second. We're 4th in the conference. I think a win behind, but a few games in total behind the 76ers right now. We obviously just smoked them a few weeks ago. I don't think it's that bold to say that we're better than the 76ers considering that they've taken roster hits. They're still great. They still have the guy who's maybe going to win the MVP. Actually, that's another thing we could technically talk about. Is that the Embiid scenario is that he actually let me see if it pops up. Hold on. Embiid. Hold on. Embiid. Yeah, here we go. This man, if he misses 9 more games, he'll be disqualified from the MVP race, which is crazy. So there's that as well. So let me see what other stuff I had to talk about. Oh yeah, so Kawhi. So they said Kawhi got his extension. He got 3 years. Hold on. Yeah, new 3-year, $152 million contract under the 2026-27 season. Obviously, the Clippers have been rolling. You can't really go away from Kawhi. Kawhi's the same scenario where, like, I think I was talking about the other LA team the other day, the Lakers, and it's like with LeBron and AD, and you kind of just buy in no matter what it mitigates your team of in the future right now, no matter what, because it's a situation you might never get again. And that's the situation they're in right now. Regardless of what injuries Kawhi's had, you don't even question it. You just sign him. It might look, but we're not talking like how the Wizards with Bradley Beal or whatever. We're talking a team that's gotten they got further even when he got injured that one year. Obviously, they blew the 3-1 lead. And then obviously the past few years have been on and off wishy-washy because of the injuries. Nonetheless, this is a dude who's won finals MVP 2 times. You got Paul George, I was actually just watching, I keep getting recommended like full season, hour-long highlight mixtapes. And I was watching Paul George's 2018-19 season. That man was nuts. And he still holds a lot of those talents. He had one of his best playoff runs, which is an understated. I don't know. It's impressive for him nonetheless because he's had a lot of great playoff runs in his career. He had one of his best playoff runs that year that they lost to the Suns in the conference finals with the Clippers. And yeah, I remember seeing him. He was a force, and I think they won 2 games, but obviously their team was much worse. It was really just him, Reggie Jackson. I remember Boogie was getting meaningful minutes. That was an interesting series. So yeah. Oh yeah, Eric Spoelstra. Eric Spoelstra got an extension. I think I talked about it recently. He is the best coach in the NBA right now, so that shouldn't be much of a surprise. There's nothing really else to talk about right there with them. They're winning games without Jimmy even playing. I don't know how many he's missed, but it feels like he misses like 3 a week, and they only got 3 games a week. Thoughts on the Lakers Raptors games? Oh yeah, I didn't talk about it already. So actually, right here, I actually tweeted and it was funny because people actually were like, "What you mean?" Or then there was people responding to it and saying like, you know, like this or that or whatever, BS Carl and RJ, whatever. Honestly, I was just saying it was interesting. I was just saying that the reffing was interesting because it wasn't. Oh, and the Darko thing was funny as hell. The coach, did y'all see the coach? Hold on. Let me just, if you look up Darko, only other Darko I'll find is Milicic, and he ain't been around for a minute. So yeah, the Darko thing was funny as hell. This man Darko was sick. Yeah, watch this. Hold on.
Players in our team as well. How's possible is Scotty Barnes, who is all-star caliber player in this league, he goes every single time to the rim with force and trying to get to
Yo, he smacked the table. Hold on.
the time to the rim with force. Player in this league, he goes every
That like jingling reminds me of like a Thanksgiving like TV scene argument.
single time to the rim with force and trying to get to the rim without flopping and not trying to get foul calls. He gets 2 free throws for the whole game. How's that possible? How are you gonna explain that to me? They had to win tonight? If that's the case, just let us know so we don't show up for the game. Just give them a win. But that was not fair tonight. And this is not happening first time for us. Scotty Barnes is gonna be all-star. He's gonna be the face of this league. And what's happening over here during whole season?
Hold on. No, I actually really rock with Scotty Barnes.
I've been holding you back. It's a complete crap.
Coach, do you feel like you're getting any explanations at all? Any explanations?
No.
Yo, I did. So I know I've been posting, sorry, I always do that. And I like go through 7 thoughts in 3 seconds. I haven't been on TikTok. I don't have it on my phone still actually, but I got on there to upload a clip. I've been making clips out of the stuff I've been doing recently. And the first thing I see is Scotty Barnes with the Scotty A. Barney, his my play. I'm like, hold on. I'm gonna pull that up. Let me just go to YouTube. Screw it. Let me see if it's, come on, internet. Come on. Rock with me. My internet slow as hell. Come on. Damn. I was watching this Darko clip with no issues. Here we go. Scotty A. Barney, my player. Where is it? Is it not on? Oh, that's funny. I actually looked up Scotty Barnes and I came up. Like my clip came up of talking about it's back at the store, bro. I returned it. that was good. I don't know where it went, but he basically, yeah, it was just a funny clip. Yeah, no, I don't feel like getting on TikTok. But Darko, first of all, I do want to say, watching that clip, yo, Evan Turner, what the hell were you, why did you do that? Because I wake up and get on today, and Evan Turner talked trash about this dude getting mad because he has an accent. He said, make one of your assistants do that. I'm like, yo, what? And what's crazy is I rock with Evan Turner, and Iguodala had one of the best podcasts I've seen lately with JJ Redick. I was just watching their podcast with Jason Tatum. He's cool, but like, damn, like I be seeing him get into fights with people on Twitter, on all this stuff. Then he want to comment. I'm trying to find the comment right now. I'll just look up his name, Evan Turner. There's a clip now right here. He said, "You gotta let your assistant coaches do the rant when you have accent." Damn, I thought the rant was 10 times funnier. Damn, what? Yo, like, come on, man. Come on, dog. What? Why it's like that? Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yo, I'm sorry. I'm laughing a second time because I realized he said he didn't say he speak like a frog. He said he don't speak frog. Like, it's the language. That's insane. Yeah, the accent was dead the best part. But then I didn't watch this yet. It said he apologized.
And once again, man, if you ain't from Canada, or even what I said about Coach Darko, if it offended you, I'm sorry. For real. No fun.
I mean, yeah, that seems pretty straightforward to me. I don't know why he made the comment in the first place, but yeah, I mean, and you know what's crazy? I didn't even, when that comment about him talking like that, I'm not even really that evil for real. I didn't even think about how he talks. I wasn't trying to even get back like how the dude in the comments was, but that's how Twitter is. I've been off Twitter a lot. Maybe I'm out of my Twitter way of thinking for for real. But damn, that's oh my God. Relax. I don't, that's just his voice, man. I don't know. But he, you know what though? He did make fun of someone else's voice. So I guess it's earned today. Like I've heard my friends talk about Evan Turner's voice uncalled for, I'll just say. And I'm like, damn, relax, chill. But I guess he called for it today. He asked for it. He asked for it. All right. So yeah, that was but back to the main topic though, about the actual about the reffing in the game. Yeah. So I guess I could even pull up the clip. I could technically just pull up the clips. It wasn't that there was an overwhelming. I saw Lakers fans and I saw everybody else on Twitter yesterday. Now I saw Lakers fans like, oh, y'all never talk about us though. When we don't get calls, it's yeah, nah, y'all, the game over, get over it. But when everybody else gets calls, it's or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't go both ways. I'll be honest. You know what word I think is super overused on Twitter? When people use the word y'all, there's a lot of people who aren't on this garbage app and just see both sides. I just want to admit it. I know a lot of very, you know what I'm saying? It's just people trying to piss each other off. That's all this app is. So don't worry about that. With that being said, when I was watching the game, me personally, so what it was is that, and I'm not just play-by-play. I could actually just go to the NBA.com and look at the play-by-play. Hopefully they let me get on there real quick. So when I was watching the game, I watched literally when everything got interesting, I'll be honest. I wasn't watching the full game, but I watched the last 6 or so minutes. Well, I'll see if I get the play-by-play from the box score. Yeah, play-by-play. It should have the foul. Yeah. So this right here. So Reddish hits a shot. They're up by 2. Yeah, so this is what really, the only reason why I tweeted that out, honestly, is because the Raptors were on one these last few minutes. But then, so Quickly had got a shooting foul. This was his 5th foul. I think it was on AD. Is Ricks this dude might be the ref that called it? Yeah, I think so. So Quickly I got a foul. It was kind of a weak foul, but it was okay. You know what I'm saying? But it kind of was a weak foul though. That was his 5th foul. They challenged it. Either way, when you challenge it, it's a foul. It's going to be a foul, whatever. AD goes, hits 2 free throws. Then Quickly comes down the next play and he goes for a Euro, brings his elbow up too high, smokes Cam Reddish in the jaw. Flagrant foul. It's also his 6th. He's out of the game. So that sucked. That also, like, basically, it was the fact that it was such a consecutive, and it's not that, like, I personally think that in a lot of games, so this is where I'm just being honest. As a fan, if I was a Raptors fan, I would be mad because Quickly gets this kind of weak-ish foul on AD. I'd have to watch it again. I don't feel like clicking on it right now. But I guess if I'm talking this much about it, maybe I should in a second. But then Reddish gets flagrant free throws. Sure, Quickly, yeah, he drew a flagrant one. Then Max Christie comes in the game, crazily enough. And then this is what actually... Siakam, it's another 3. My guy, Ink Demon, my guy. Appreciate you. Siakam had hit another shot, whatever. Oh, by the way, AD was cooking, and I saw people talking about a lot of intentional fouls and ADs on smaller players, so he's going to get fouled, yada, yada. A lot of the fouls on AD were legit. The one that was annoying was when this man, Austin Reeves, got this shooting foul. That's when it's like, so they're already, you know, you're giving them these James Harden fouls to this man, Austin Reeves. And let me see if I can just pull it up real quick. Let me see if this will show it. Yeah, this should be it. Yeah, it even says Ben Taylor, B. Taylor. I don't know if it'll let me watch this. Let me see. If not, I could go on YouTube real quick. Lakers, Raptors, end of game. Yeah,
Clippers
let's just go to this because it's kind of, so, okay, so Quickly had got the foul, whatever. Just mute this for now. So boom, that's fine. Well, let's see. Let's just say. I mean, that's a pretty weak body layup. I can't front. AD, wait, let me see this. Yeah, yep, that's a foul. And then, so this is just what was sad though. They were cooking. Siakam comes down, gets a bucket. This is what's annoying. This is points. Reeves. And the ref waited to call it. The ref waited for the miss to call it. As you can see, he does not call it. And then after he misses, that's like, okay, come on, dog. You know what I mean? That's because any other, and I understand it's a you know, I was saying it, and sure, Harden had his heyday, and he still probably has the tendency to do it now. Harden had his heyday of drawing fouls, but you know, at least when Harden would drive, you know, and by the way, I talked about the other day, I have no like resentment towards like when we talk about the Hawks, whatever. I genuinely don't have resentment towards Trae Young. When the Knicks were losing to Trae Young, I was like, oh, screw it. Let's just enjoy the Trae Young show. Like, I'm not that type of, I was there every single time when we was doing all the chants outside. I mean, shoot, I was enjoying it. You know, I'm not the loudest person and whatever. I'm just be chilling. But they're all chanting. I still to this day remember game one in the Garden. I go in and it's 6 minutes or maybe even 30 minutes before tip-off, and all of a sudden you hear the F Trae Young chants from the crowd. I'm like, wait, what? What? He didn't even do anything yet. He didn't even step on the court yet. What are we doing? Like, I don't know, but what's it called? But this though, so this reminds me of like what Trae be doing, where it seems like he's not even going for shots or whatever. Trae's are probably worse. This is like in between. Nonetheless, Austin, I don't know. You get these calls. These calls are bad. These calls are bad. These calls are bad. That call specifically is bad. And it just, and like, look, still cooking. And then this was like, let me see. It's probably a foul. He either swiped his hand. They obviously, by this point, they don't have a challenge. I'm not sure if RJ hits the ball there or. Oh, it looked like he just hit ball. So, and what's crazy is even if it was a foul, I feel like still as a fan, I would be mad because now Max Christie's getting calls. Like the whole team, it's every single time down. You know what I mean? So,
come off, 7 back to 5.
And this is my first time watching it back, but that was my first reaction. And once again, RJ comes down, bucket, Max Christie, younger guy, not as physically strong. RJ bullies him to the basket, lefty lay. They finally get a legit stop here. Or no. Okay, they did. No, I remember there was one later on where Scotty got called for a foul. Damn, that wasn't a foul? Yeah, he went straight up. And then Gary Trent hits this. They take a 1-point lead. Then, like I said, AD was cooking regardless. AD was cooking on, and then I think Scotty comes back here. Scotty, yeah, nah. No, yeah, that's legit. AD was cooking. Like, it's still a good, this is the thing, like, and yeah, this looks like, hold on, let me see. Yeah, you're pushing him on the back. He's probably going to hit this. At that point, it's actually a good foul. So, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. How did he get back? How did he just get 6 free throws? Wait, what did I miss? Did they just skip a whole Raptors possession? I don't know. But yeah, it was interesting. That was it. It was just interesting. I didn't say it was blatant. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? And I think if you don't get that Max Christie call, if quickly, I don't know if they had his first one in here. I think they already had him fouled out by this point. Yeah, so if maybe he doesn't get that one call on AD, which he probably would have got anyways. I'll be honest, y'all also were getting cooked by AD. They just announced that Jakob Poeltl was out indefinitely before this game. They had Thad Young and Siakam on him and Scotty Barnes and whoever that guy. They probably threw Patrick Patterson's soul on him. I don't know. There really wasn't nobody to put on AD in this game. So AD was cooking. And shout out to RJ Barrett, efficient game. I think he gets entirely different looks with this team because there's more confidence in him and there's less pressure on him because the team isn't as good and there isn't so many, you know, Scotty's a great player, but Scotty does very different things to what RJ does. Whereas on the Knicks, RJ, Brunson, and Randall were basically called to do the exact same things. And when RJ was called to do a different thing, which was do the catch and shoot thing, he wasn't good at it anymore. So that's when they went and got OG. And then RJ goes over here where they actually had too many redundant players of their own that were not as adept with the ball in their hands, but weirdly athletic and just kind of okay at, like, you know, maybe not the greatest ball handlers, whatever. And now, you know what I'm saying? I know Scotty's improved in that regard, but like OG type, whatever, and then quickly to be their point guard of the future. So yeah, I think, you know, so far the trade is looking pretty great for both teams. And I'm excited to see what they do, honestly. I mean, we're doing so well. I can't be mad at it. But yeah, so anything else? Let's see. By the way, I've just seen the rookie ladder. Don't you guys think that a co-rookie of the year might be possible? Yeah, that's actually possible. That's possible. You think Sengun is an all-star? All-star is interesting. Should I guess we still have about a month. Well, they're probably gonna announce it around the beginning of February. It's probably the middle of February that it actually, whatever. Off topic, but how do you feel about the players not passing Victor the ball? I mean, the Spurs barely have players. Oh yeah, actually tonight is a night. Tonight is a night. Victor, look at this game. 5 p.m. They play at 5? No, they don't. Oh, I have okay. No, they play at 7 my time. I don't know why it says 5. But anyways, hold on one second. They play at 7 p.m. today. The Spurs and the Pistons. Man, oh man. And what's crazy is I would never think this, but I saw something that said that this is the worst matchup in NBA history, record-wise. I actually took a screenshot of it earlier. so I don't have it on the computer right now. It was from some YouTube post I had seen from like NBA on ESPN, I think. And it was saying that this is the worst matchup in NBA history. Hold on. The Pistons and Spurs are combined 8-64 this season of 11% win percentage. That is the worst combined win percentage entering a game in NBA history. Minimum 20 games played by each team. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Also Cade's hurt, so yeah, they almost won last night. They were, I want to say it was last night, they were up by 20 or 30 in the first quarter and then ended up losing by 20, which is insane. Has to be minimum games. I mean, yeah, obviously not, but 20 minimum games isn't that bad. That's pretty good. Like that's a pretty solid, like that's not too much. That's not like, oh, 60 minimum games, like 20, that's only anywhere. We already know who the bad and good teams are. I think that the good teams are just so good right now and the bad teams are just so bad right now, but they're actually not that bad. Yeah, if you look at the Pistons, I have NBA come up right here. January 9th, Pistons box score. Here you go, man. Here you go. Look at this. Play-by-play, no game charts. I don't know. It might even just be here. Yeah, right there. They were up 47-29 at the end of the first. And they blew the entire lead in the second and lost by. I'm a Rockets fan, but I found so I have a friend named Trey. He's a Pistons fan, and we just make fun of him and watch the games when they like literally he said he wasn't gonna watch when they were playing the Celtics, and I was watching them play the Celtics, and I'm like, Trey, they're up by 20 to get his hopes up, and they actually were. He thought I was lying, and then they blow the lead and lose in OT. Man, that game was insane. And yeah, they're just they're all over the place, man. They are the equivalent of like as bad as some of the old teams of the mid 2010s were, late 2010s or whatever. Yeah. Is Trey in here? No, Ace is in here though. But and what else did I have to talk about? Hold on. Let me see. Hawks trade rumors. I don't think I've seen anything except for, so DeJounte has been rumored to go to either, shoot, this is just the reffing thing. But DeJounte, you know, I'll look up a DeJounte thing. DeJounte has either been rumored to go to, crazy enough, they dropped a report that DeJounte, okay, so now we got Chris Paul potentially for him from the Warriors. But we also had yesterday, where is it? Let me just look it up because I dead saw it. Hold on. Right here. The Spurs to go back, which is so funny. I think he could end up a myriad of places. He could. There was rumors about him ending up at Toronto during the summer for Siakam. I don't think that would happen right now because if you do that, RJ's been playing well at the 2. You got Quickly at the 1, Scotty at the 3, also kind of like a point forward in himself. And you got Pascal and other. I think the better move for the Raptors would be not locking themselves up with someone of too high importance. Kind of the same thing that the Knicks just did damn near, which is like moving away from big contracts and I know OG's gonna get a contract himself, but keeping yourself flexible and not getting another guard that doesn't really fit with what they're doing right now. They're not probably gonna make the playoffs this year, but DeJounte doesn't exactly, the same way Pascal doesn't fit their timeline, I don't think DeJounte really fits their timeline. So I would say for them, they probably want to look to move Pascal elsewhere. I'm not really sure where. They said the Kings recently. I feel like Pascal's the type of dude that now after they traded OG for RJ and Quickly, which is once again a win-win for both teams, and that's I'd be happy if I was a fan of the team. But what was I getting at? Pascal, it seems like they want player compensation rather than draft pick compensation. So that'll be interesting to see because Sacramento was supposedly in big talks with them, but who do they exactly give up? Because they're not going to give up Keegan Murray. Do they give up Davion Mitchell? I mean, do they give up, what do they exactly have to give up is the question. In terms of, obviously when Pascal's going to trade, it's much bigger than OG in terms of value. So he's going to get traded 4 picks plus players. But it seems like the Raptors want decent players too, because you want to be able to give Scotty Barnes, a buddy on my fantasy team, and he is a dog, and I'm still happy about that. But it seems like you want to give Scotty at least enough leeway to it feels like, oh yeah, I can lead this team to the playoffs, possibly. It's not, also too, even Pascal was a late round pick and not playing much, ended up good. Scotty was kind of a raw project type of player, but ended up winning Rookie of the Year and has been getting better ever since, this year. He kind of didn't really make much improvement, I would say, last season. And they tend to have, Fred VanVleet was a 2nd round pick, or no, he was undrafted. So they've been doing really well with limited talent, kind of the same way like Miami tends to do or San Antonio. So they're probably just like, we want to pick out whatever talent we like in the league right now and cook with that. I don't know how much I love whatever they would get from Sacramento. I don't know if anybody said from Sacramento. Hawks out to the Celtics for Al Horford and Peyton Pritchard. What the hell? Yeah. Hawks want Wiggins. No. Nobody wants Wiggins. Let me tell you, the Hawks get Wiggins and Trey is asking out tomorrow. It's not that Wiggins is terrible, but if you're having this much of a down season and you're on that huge contract and you get traded for right now, they'd be sick. Whoever would trade for him would be sick. Whatever fan base that would trade for him would be sick because Wiggins has been abysmal. I've never seen a player drop. I think he was an I know. But I think he was an 83 on 2K to start the year, but he's like a 77 now, 76. I've never seen anything like except for when, I don't know, maybe a few other examples. Wiggins has been very mediocre this year. And also too, he doesn't solve anything for if anything, the Warriors and the Hawks have a lot of the same problems. Matter of fact, I actually don't really know why the Warriors would want DeJounte. I understand that he's good at defense. I even was just saying something about him maybe not being the best at defense and more so like just cherry picking steals. I don't know. From what I've seen from him, he seems pretty decent at defense. And I feel like team defense has a lot more to do than individual defense. And if your team sucks as well, I don't know. I don't think the Warriors need DeJounte. I think the Warriors are kind of just the state the Warriors are in right now is that, okay, if you look at how I was just talking about the Clippers and Lakers, right? Kawhi, Paul George, James Harden, LeBron, Anthony Davis, and they even got some other solid pieces now like Austin Reeves and Austin Reeves. But you look at the Warriors and they seem to be in that same spot as the Clippers or the Lakers are, where they're like, obviously the Lakers won a ring and they have the greatest player of all time or whatever, one of the greatest players of all time. So they're like, we got to lock in, just keep going at it, whatever. He might be pushing 40, but he's still playing pretty well. Yeah, that was actually the Nick Saban just retired. I don't even know who the hell that is, but I know the name. But that just threw me off because I got an ESPN notification. That was me some interesting NBA stuff, but no, I don't give a damn. Anyways, what I was going to say about the Warriors is that the way that the Lakers have these 2 great stars, the Clippers now have 3. There's probably some other scenarios that I'm forgetting right now. I guess even the Suns now, I guess, in a way. The Warriors, even if they fully buy in, and what I was getting at with those couple of examples is that they need to buy in because these players are once in a lifetime type of players. Even if you rebuild, go through the draft, whatever, you might end up in a draft where you end up getting a James Wiseman. You end up getting a Marvin Bagley. You end up getting a DeAndre Ayton, where like these players aren't changing your franchise. But then you could also end up in these other drafts where you do get players that could change your franchise. And these players are once in a generation, once in a lifetime type of players. And I think that you feel that you must build around them. Now, the issue with the Warriors is that they only have one right now. Clay is off a cliff. He said it himself. Clay said it himself. He is Jover. Clay's run, he doesn't have the same aura he used to have, man. He don't got it no more. He don't got it, man. He was the 4th or 5th best player on the team that year when they won the championship. So he was inconsistent throughout the whole year. He actually had a pretty solid stretch last season. And then they made it to the second round. They lose, whatever. Clay's still very talented, but it's just that Klay Thompson making that much money and he's a free agent. We'll see what happens with that. Draymond Green making that much money. He got like 100. I don't know. Those 3, it's over. They aged. Draymond and Clay, they aged. Draymond's been tweaking out too. They aged. The thing aged. It's over. It's not LeBron and AD holding on to their primes for as long as possible. All the other guys I'm naming, even when they get injured, these guys is Jover. So they should have kept Poole. Poole had a very bad season. At the end of the day, Poole did have a very bad season. Now, with that being said, you traded him for Chris Paul. I think the thought in trading him for Chris Paul is that Chris Paul, even if they do trade Chris Paul again, I guess if you were to trade him for DeJounte, you're kind of accomplishing this in short term, like today, rather than in a few months. If this will load anytime soon. Basically, what I'm trying to show right now is that Chris Paul expires this offseason, I'm pretty sure. I think this is finally the year where his contract is up. Yeah, here we go. No? Hold on. 2024. Okay. Yeah. Chris Paul's deal, as you can see right here, is non-guaranteed next season. Entirely non-guaranteed. So they can waive him before this date right here, June 28th, 2024, and it will not cost for anything whatsoever. They need to start adding stuff like this in 2K, by the way, because I don't think they have non-guaranteed type of stuff. They might just, a lot of times they just make it like team. So I guess that works. But Chris Paul, you can get rid of his money. Clay expires. You got rid of Poole. You still have Wiggins with now a trash contract because he fell off, which is unfortunate because it really did look decent. Wiggins was having that jump, mid-career kind of jump, playing a great role for them. Not really anymore. They got Podziemski now, who's cool. They got Jackson Davis, but I don't know. I guess he's like an undersized center, but he doesn't really seem like he's ready to be playing center against when I just seen him playing Nikola Jokic the other day. That was disgusting. They're just not good. Sometimes you just got to chalk it up to the game. They're just not good. And I don't think any one trade is saving that right now. The thing is, like I was basically trying to insinuate, is that the Warriors are trying to hold on by a thread to what they have, the same way that in a sense a lot of these other teams are that have multiple stars and they're trying to piece it together no matter what. The thing is though, is that they're trying to give all they could possibly get to Steph. Also, by the way, this man Bob Myers saw the writing on the wall, chalk on the wall, just whatever, and said, hold on, y'all, I'll see y'all in a bit, and went and got a job on ESPN. I respect the hell out of that. He said, I'm not dealing with this. So now Mike Dunleavy in there trying to deal with it, being like, oh yeah, I got to respect Steph. He won 4 championships with us. And they're trying to give him a team with all these rumors of Pascals and DeJounte. And I'm letting you know, nothing is going to save this team. It's going to look like that one year or more than likely, nothing is going to save this team. They still have solid pieces in almost every single NBA team. I even say when I watch teams like the Pistons or it feels like they're like 2 pieces away from being a play-in team or a playoff team or whatever. It's just a very talented NBA. But nonetheless, and also in that stacked West, they shouldn't even be 11 right now. Or I think they're 11. They shouldn't even be 11. 11 should be the Grizzlies. Ja was out the whole season. The Grizzlies would be better than them right now. Marcus Smart just beat, I'm pretty sure the Grizzlies just beat the Lakers the other day. It's been Marcus Smart hit like 9 3-pointers. Like the Grizzlies should be better than them, but Ja Morant was out the entire season like an idiot. Now, obviously, now it's a different story because he got injured, you know. But yeah. So anyway, that's the Warriors story right now. And I don't think I wrote them down again today, but we just kind of, damn. Huh? Why y'all tell me this? Chat over here talking about some college coach. I don't give a damn. With all due respect, do I look like the dude that cares? Y'all not telling me about this? Hold on. Y'all don't got Woj notifications on? Hold on. My guy is going to come back? Oh, man. Forget the 7.8 mil. We looking good. My guy going to come back. Oh, yeah. That's good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Hey, he don't need to start. Hartenstein's honestly playing better than him right now. Hartenstein, hey, let me show y'all something. And just as, you know what I'm saying, I'm watching the Knicks game and Hartenstein's out here hitting. Not nothing too crazy, but I'm not sure if it'll let me watch because whatever, I'll try. But Hartenstein's out here hitting crazy skill set. You know, I remember when we signed him. I remember when we signed him, people were like, oh yeah, he's not getting enough minutes. He's a great value player and he should be great for the Knicks, blah, blah, blah. But what's this right here? This was a charge. I don't know what that was about. Was it this? It was this right here, I'm pretty sure. This right here, I'm like, hold on, yo. Mitchell Robinson cannot do this. And I love Mitchell Robinson. Just a calm little pass. Up by 50, by the way, up by 40. Y'all can't see the score. It was 92-50. Yeah, I'm like that's a dynamic type of thing that he brings to the offense. I like him starting a lot. The word around the league is that we think that, you know, it sucks because Mitchell Robinson be complaining already about not touching the ball more when honestly, why the hell would you touch the ball more? You don't have much of an offensive skill set. And I love Mitchell Robinson, but he shows his offensive skill set in the offseason and, you know what I'm saying, can't hit a free throw during the regular season. So, I mean, come on now. But he might get moved to the bench and have even less of a role. And then we'll see what happens from there if he gets traded or whatever. But that's my guy, though. You know what I'm saying? We've had him. He's the longest tenured player on the roster. That's my guy. Gobert syndrome? A little bit, yeah. But yeah, that's the guy. Damn, that would be so great because that's the one. Yo, Precious Achiuwa does not need to play basketball on this team no more. I'm be honest. He has he's athletic. I saw people talking about him. They're like, yeah, he got drafted to Miami. They were talking about he was gonna be the next Bam, except he has the athleticism of Bam and absolutely nothing else redeemable on the basketball floor. He's like a 29% 3-point shooter. He has the IQ of a rock on a Sunday. And so I think we would benefit. You know, we probably should have just kept Taj Gibson on himself, but you know, he brings some athleticism though. Like I saw him, you know, I think it was like he did a little slip for a dunk yesterday. He's decent. But Hartenstein still got defense though. He was playing great. He was playing great defense against Embiid recently, I'm pretty sure. And he had like 20 rebounds that game. And I think rebounds is obviously a part of, you know, securing defense, of course. And Mitchell Robinson is one of the best rebounders in the game. We had the best offensive. We are still, I believe, the best offensive rebounding team in the NBA. And Robinson was the best offensive rebounder in the NBA. And I think like his first game gone, or the first game that Hartenstein was starting, he got like 6 offensive rebounds. So I'm like, hey man, whatever works. Shoot, works with me. But yeah. So I don't know if I had anything else to talk about. Let me see. Oh, they dropped a 2K update. Oh, just real quick. Spurs versus Pistons, the Knicks 5-game win streak, Hawks trade rumors, Kawhi extension. Is there anything else? I had wrote down actually, I guess while we're on the topic of the Knicks, I don't mean to talk about them so much, but if y'all want me to talk about any other team, you could just let me know. I mean, I talked about a lot of teams the other day. It's on my Clips channel where I was talking about a lot of teams recently. It's only been 2 days, so you know what I'm saying, not much has changed. But with the Knicks, there's been rumors news lately, actually. Crazily enough, my guy, Brogdon, Knicks. Yeah, this is my guy right here. My guy, Chris. Salute if he's lurking, watching, probably not, but this is my guy right here. We went to a few games together. We watched the draft together in 2021. That's my dog. He worked his way up, and he's been dropping crazy news lately. What's it called? He said about Brogdon potentially coming to the Knicks. We played him yesterday. What's this? Oh, B Souls, my guy. Souls, what's good? I was what's crazy? I was watching this B Soul stream earlier, so hey, I ain't say nothing, but I was lurking, but I appreciate it. But yeah, so hey, Brogdon, obviously McBride's been crazy recently, but Brogdon would be another great addition to the rotation. Let me see. I've been pleasantly surprised by this man Miles McBride cooking lately. Let me see. Yesterday he was 6 for 13. Damn. The 16 points. Quentin Grimes began. That actually is the underrated. Obviously McBride's working from nowhere right now. Like I just clicked on his makes bucket. Shot looking pure. Funnily enough, actually, that draft I just mentioned, is there a tunnel underneath your house? Shut the hell up. Shut up. I don't live in the city. I'm in the basement. I live in the basement. I don't live in the basement. That's crazy. I own the house. Relax. Don't play me like that. I traveled down 2 flights of stairs to get. I've recorded I love this house though. But yeah, no. But with Quentin, hell no, I ain't trading you Quentin Grimes for Gary Harris. Get the hell out of here. Oh, the worst is having Laker fan friends who every time your players do well, this man Dre is talking about, give me Quentin Grimes, Quentin Grimes, future Laker. Shut the hell up. Shut up. They always think they can get everybody. Shut up. And watch this. Now someone go clip this in 6 years when he's on the Lakers. I'm gonna be pissed. But no, he started playing really well again lately. Relax. I don't live my mom. I got the master bedroom. This is my house. I pay the mortgage. Dude, I paid off a lot of that mortgage. But yeah, 16 points for him. And then yeah, Grimes had 17. I'm like, damn, we got the what's it called back? We got the that's the big thing that came from this actually. I'm like, damn, we got the confidence back in some of these players. So that's good. Dog is awful as a Magic fan. Every time we get a start, Lakers fans immediately say it's a future Laker. That's all they say about Paolo. Yes. I have been seeing that. They be talking about Paolo the next Bron. Oh, he a future Laker. Shut up. Yo, I won't lie. It's crazy. I remember deleting Twitter off my phone yesterday again because it was pissing me off because it was the Raptors. I'm like, I'm just on this too much. I don't need to see this. I saw the game myself. I don't care about any of you people. But and then randomly it appeared back today. But last night that was the other thing I kept seeing about Paolo future. Shut up. Shut the hell up. No, you saying they are right. But shoot, Giannis still in Milwaukee. These small market teams are starting. And this is the thing, y'all not realizing, like, the free agencies, the trades are still getting interesting. And sure, yes, you could say like they're breaking the moral code or whatever, the intention by the NBA by still getting traded with these supermaxes like Damian Lillard or Bradley Beal. But these small market teams are starting to keep teams, and the free agencies are starting to get less and less interesting, like the summer free agencies, because these guys are just accepting these supermaxes from their teams. You get such a significant amount of money. Indiana's about to have a pretty solid core for years to come. And I don't see Tyrese having any reason to leave that team for some time, unless, they would have to fail. Trae Young's been in Atlanta now for 5 years and they haven't done nothing. Luka, like the Mavericks, only have themselves to blame, really, I would say. Because I wouldn't say only have themselves to blame, but it's been twice now that they went for big time acquisitions. Hell, you could even say in a sense, Christian Wood, they got for like nothing though. It just seems like they go more for names and stats. You know what the Mavericks do crazily enough? They rebuild in real life, which I don't agree with this. And actually, I think I did my last rebuild more like how I would do a rebuild in real life because I've just been watching so much They rebuild in real life like how I would rebuild in 2K, which is incorrect. Like, or how like they look at, oh, this dude's averaging 25. Bet. He got a good estimated wins added. Bet. Put him on the team. Christian Wood, averaging 22. But guess what? You bring him over. He's not a good defender. He's not a always efficient 3-point shooter. He's lazy, whatever. He's more of a bench player. Even LeBron said yesterday he only cared about the buckets. So, like, you know what I mean? What Woj say? Man, get the hell out of here talking about Vince Williams. Oh, damn. Bismack Biyombo got waived. I don't know who Vince Williams is. Crazily enough, I actually saw him. I was reading an article about fantasy basketball, and they were talking about Vince Williams. I'll pull it up for the people in the back. I was reading an article about who to pick up in fantasy basketball, and while Ja is gone. And they said something about Vince Williams being good, but he hasn't had like much to show yet. There you go. This is a sign to stop talking about basketball for now. I don't know much about the Hornets the Grizzlies right now. So Bismack got waived. He was their starting center at literally defense. He's good at defense. Dude, that's what I thought McBride was gonna be. We signed McBride to a 4-year, $3 million, or it was like 3 or 4 year extension, $3 million a season the other day. We signed him to $12 million over the next three more seasons, I think. And it was like, oh, well, he's good at defense. He hasn't been. This man goes out and drops 4 threes against the Sixers, drops 4 threes yesterday. I'm like, damn, I've never seen this out of you. The Knicks are just, man, oh man. But yeah, who the hell is going to be the starting center for? Oh yeah, Adams is injured, huh? Adams is out for the season, huh? Let me see. Grizzlies. Okay, they beat they beat the Mavericks yesterday. Oh yeah, wow. Vince Williams yesterday shot 2 for 8. Not to hate, but you know what I'm saying? I rock with defense. He has 6 assists, 6 rebounds, but he shot 2 for 8, played 30 minutes. Damn, did he start? Yeah, he must have, I guess. But yeah, Bismack got they got Tillman. That's the guy. You talking about who's gonna start at center? This man was starting in all of the playoffs last year. But no, Bismack is solid though. He'll you know, and honestly, they said like in that tweet, Woj just said about how they might go back and get him. But if this season's over, shoot, Bismack can go get a job. Hey, New York, make the call. Make the call. I think, honestly, what the Knicks are trying to do with Precious, that he's more of like an offensively capable center, but he's inefficient. And they're like, well, we can make him fit into the scheme defensively anyways. I don't know if it'll pan out, but we'll see. But hey, man, someone call up Bismack and just get him on your team. There you go. That's a good center. Shoot, I could see the Celtics getting him because they be running Luke Cornett and Neemias Queta and one other person I forgot right now. I can see the Celtics getting him. He can get Brogdon. It was good. Neppy something. I don't know. I'm trying to read your name. Nep Horford. Nah, but they have Porzingis. Is it just Porzingis and Horford right now? But all I could tell you is they be playing Cornett a lot. Is Horford injured right now? Because I was just watching them the other day and they were playing what's his name a lot. Horford. No, he's right there. Oh, okay. Tatum was injured in this game. Yeah, I'm not sure. Whatever. I could see him going somewhere. You Lithuanian. Shout out to the Lithuanians. Anything else NBA you want me to talk about before I move on from this? Shoot, I don't know. We could play some Play Now again or whatever. Some My Team. I was thinking about even doing like Madden today or whatever. Shoot, I don't know. What else y'all got? If nothing else, we could just. So today's games, you got these, I guess, that are on the screen right now. Laser Fan, Brock. Oh yeah, Aiden. Damn. You just made me think about Aiden. Yeah, it's sad. Aiden and Robert Williams over there just sitting on the sidelines over there. Yeah, that team is something. Scoot. You know, I will say actually on the record, I think Scoot's gonna figure it out. But you know, he's inconsistent right now. I think there's this thing going on. If you look at, I'm just saying, maybe we need to have a case study, and this is what makes me hold on. Yeah, so I think we need to have a case study, and I think there's actually one more that wasn't on this team specifically, but I think that was Darius Baisley. I think he was just in the G League before they had this team. But there's a lot of these players from the G League who are not improving. Right now they have 2 of the top players in the draft class, Ron Holland and Montez Buzelis. They're both supposed to go like top 5, top something. But Scoot Henderson looking interesting. Jalen Green shooting 40% from the field this season. I have my main fantasy league, which I did not draft him in, but I had like a second fantasy league that I had just joined on a random day just to test out drafting, and I'm just still in it. And literally, I was just looking at it yesterday, and I dropped Jalen Green. He's rostered in like 78% of leagues, but he's doing absolutely nothing. Yeah. So I'm not gonna say though that like all these guys are highly, you know what I'm saying, touted, but you know, I just like seeing trends. I'm not saying that there's exactly a thing going on here. If anything, it could easily be broken this year. You know, but it's interesting seeing, like, yeah, it's just interesting. Anyways, here's the games today. They showing Tyrese top. He's not gonna play. Oh, my what's it called? My fantasy basketball team is so elite. I'm running amok in my league, just amok. And I might have another trade on the way that might make me even better. What else y'all got? But yeah, the Aiden thing is sad. They got Aiden. They got Robert Williams. Shaedon Sharpe looks good. He takes some wonky shots. I seen him airball over the rim the other day one time. But you know what? Actually, someone said Pete Carroll got fired. Now, see, that's something I halfway care about because I rock with the NFL. He didn't get fired. He did the Brad Stevens thing. He went up higher in the executive. He went up higher in the front office. But he said, I'm done here. I'm gonna go make the trades, gang. But this is my other team. This team. Look at my fantasy team, man. Look at my fantasy team. I am 11. I have an auto lineup setter. I'm deep in. I've had this thing for some years though. You just click this stupid thing and just make it set for the whole season. It tells you when days overlap or play. Hey man, 11-0, haven't lost, 99% on the playoff, whatever. I'll be smoking everybody. Shout out to Ace in the chat. Smoking Ace this week. I got look at this. Past 30 days. Look at the averages on the right side. 53, 49, 36, 44, 40, 37, 52, 49, 38, 38, 35. Damn, Clint Capella's out. Jalen Brunson's right here, 46, and then Hartenstein says 35. I know my camera's blocking it. Yeah. Oh, I know. I picked up Miles Bridges. Shout out to my guy John. Drop Miles Bridges. Some of the names in here might, they won't get me banned. But I got a crazy trade here earlier in the season. This man AK had drafted him. He may be lurking in the chat. I'm not sure. Drafted literally. Look, November 1st. We're a week into the season. Jalen Brunson was averaging like 28 points. He was the second round pick in this draft. He was the second round, like late second round. Jamal Murray, I got in the 4th round, at the back end of the 4th round, maybe even 5th. And then all these other guys are outside of the top 100. They were all playing well early in the season. Jalen Williams, he was playing okay. He was averaging like 26. And Pascal, who I got, who it says traded because he was part of it, he was averaging like 28. I trade Jamal, who was averaging 40 at the time. Daniel Gafford, who was averaging like 32, and he actually still is. Draymond, who has fallen off a cliff ever since. And Kyle Anderson, who's now in the waiver wire. I trade him for Jalen Williams, who's now giving me damn near 40 a game. Brunson, who's giving me like 45 a game. And Pascal was giving me 40 a game. And then Jamal Murray gets injured for the next month. This man, AK's been sick. Man, oh man. How does fantasy basketball work? Well, I mean, it's just the draft is the same as any other draft. You just you draft. You can have like a max of like 5 centers, but everything else, utilities. You can play any players here: point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center, guard, forward. The benches, you obviously aren't playing these guys, but it's rare. Actually, today I would have had that if Capella wasn't hurt. But it's rare that you actually have more than what's allocated. You just set the lineup for every single day, and bada bing, bada boom, they play. Whatever. Usually, if you're not a loser and have a Google extension like I do, you just set the lineup for the week. Put a reminder in your phone. Set your lineup for this week. Boom. You know what I mean? Me personally, if my guys get injured and they don't play, I really don't care. Why? Because I'm 11-0. I'll be all right. I don't really check that off. There's 14 people in this league, I'm pretty sure. No, 12. There's 12 this year. There's 12. And yeah. And this man Flair, he be lurking sometimes too. Had the worst 2 first fantasy picks in fantasy basketball history. This man drafted, and I showed all these names. Gray's team, Ron Baker. Yeah. It's kind of weird names sometimes, but it is what it is. This man Flair is the New York Knicks. He drafted Mikal Bridges and Jordan Poole. There is no worse player after these 2 players until like round 6. Or sorry, Mikal's solid, but the worst player in the 1st round by far, or the 2nd round. And then he drafted Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole is the worst player in this draft up until Scoot, who's like round 6 at the end. So he drafted in a top 14 pick a player who damn near should not even be on a team right now. He's averaging 25. And this man Flair is so tied to him. He's not a Wizard. He's a Magic fan. He drafted, look at the players that go after Jordan Poole. LeBron, KD, Lillard, Trae Young, Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson, De'Aaron Fox, Anthony Davis, DeJounte Murray. It just keeps going. Was crazy. Yo, I was, and I'm still happy with my pick. Tyrese did just get injured, but obviously that's the only player after Sabonis I would have drafted. I was cool with Sabonis. I know Sabonis is going to be reliable, and I got him, and he's been reliable. Trey's been averaging 50. I was happy to get Trey. And then I traded for Jalen Brunson too, so that was beautiful. And yeah, so it's been an interesting, but yeah. So, he thought Poole was going to go crazy, but like my thing is like, you over here drafting Poole because like he's got like a big role over. I understand. I'll be honest with you. If I'm actually, I could confidently say, if I was in my spot right here, number 2, I actually would have still drafted the same player I drafted. I would have drafted Trae Young. And I wouldn't have been wrong because I think he's averaging more than he's not averaging more than like LeBron or KD. But the reason why is because I feel like LeBron misses some games. Me personally, I know I'm going to have a good team. So I want a team that's going to be good, but not good enough to where my players are sitting near the end of the year. Now we have like the finals is like the week before the year ends, the actual regular season. But so like, you know, players usually aren't sitting by that time, but like LeBron be getting injured, he's 39. So I could understand why KD be getting injured sometimes. Dame, new team, whatever. I wasn't sure of his role. I dead would have just drafted Trae Young if I was here. And I got him anyways. And then I got Brunson too, and he's been cooking. Team DiVincenzo, that's my guy, John. Y'all seen him in John's the one who I've done IRL basketball videos with. Click IRL basketball. That's my guy. That's like the dog. John's who I be giving buckets to in real life. Right here. Hold on. Let me see. Where's this bucket at? Damn. I need to get back to playing again. You know, back in my olden days. Oh yeah, here we go. This is really epitomizes all the LaMarcus Aldridge film I used to watch when I was a kid. I'm covering it. This really epitomizes it. Just going absolutely nowhere. Power forward skills and a 6'2" body. Hold on, LaMarcus Aldridge. Give me that. Thank you. That's how I play basketball. But yeah, that's John guarding me in that clip. That's my guy. That's the dog. He could be lurking. But yeah, so that's how that fantasy league went. I don't know any other what's it called? Any other NBA memes jump shot? Damn, dude, I do have memes jump shot. Hold on. Sweet memes. Where is it? Meme has. And you know what's crazy, Ace? I actually don't have the film. So when I went to Florida last year, I played this man Meme, who if you don't know Meme, he's in like damn near every single Rec Center video with the stupid looking character with the red hair and sounds goofy. He has a disgusting. We went to Florida and I beat him 5-0 in a 1v1. But I'm trying to find. I have a screenshot. He was just in the Discord with his camera on and took a jump shot, and I just took a screenshot of it, and it's hilarious. Hold on, let me see. Oh, here actually. Here's Meme. Yo, here's a screenshot I took of Meme guarding me, and when we went to DreamCon, just I just thought it was funny, just the pose he's hitting right here. I thought that was funny. And then I just blew by him. And then got on. No, Meme's jumper is one of the ugliest jumpers in world history. I'm trying to find it. I have so many screenshots on this computer. I just got a meme folder for the guys. So damn, where is it? You know what? I don't know where it is right now. So you're gonna have to live with that. But anyways, anything else? What? Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, yo, he's putting up a C or something. I don't know. Let's not look too deep into it. Let me look if I labeled it jumper. But yo, y'all got anything else you want me to talk about NBA wise? Jump shot. Oh, you're 5'5". Hey, I'll be honest. How old? Because I played like how I play at 6'2" when I was 5'5". So yeah, I saw the Raptors game. I'm a post this stuff on my Clips channel. You know me, man. I'll probably clip it up more individually maybe this time. I'm 16. Okay, you could become a calm 5'10". You know what I mean? Maybe. Shoot, I don't know. You know yourself better than I do. I don't know. Damn, I definitely have the screenshot. Hold on. Let me I'm gonna full screen this real quick, and I'm gonna make the icons large. I gotta find this jump shot, man. I can't disobey my promise. Here it is. I found it. This man Meme. Look at this jump shot. Good God. Oh my God. One of the worst jump shots I've ever seen in my life. They talking about, oh hell no. Yo, I don't know what he be doing. No, he dead played me like this, like a real. I don't think, you know what it is that I had got a new computer, and like, you know, like I got like multiple like storage drives on computers, and I think the storage drive that has the footage when we went to Florida last year, 2 years ago almost now, is on my other computer upstairs that like I don't know, that I don't use. So I think that's where it is, but I could check and see if I have it in any. It would take a minute to get to it anyways, because I just be every time I don't, like this computer came with mad storage, so every time I don't. Is this it? No, this was. I have a drive called Cooking Meme, but it's me cooking them on Play Now. Yeah, no, I don't think I have. Anyways, I don't see nothing right now. But yeah, that's you gotta make that jump. No, I refuse. But yeah, man, I still got this mellow thing up. I got that Travis Scott jump shot. You could tell. No, he does. So this is what Meme does. Dead serious. He releases it. Okay, I actually have I have this orange right here. Shoot, that's not really a good representation. I have a basketball over there, but I'm not gonna go get it right now. He releases it. He goes like this. And then like that, like he brings it down here, like to his chest, and then chucks it like that, like on some Sean. It's bad. Like, you ruined my day. Oh man, y'all actually don't hear that right now because I don't have this open. Hold on. Let me fix that up. There we go. But yeah, he shoots from his Adam's apple. No, he shoots from. Yeah, actually, yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Oh, it's a very blockable jump shot. Yeah, it's a very blockable jump shot. But yeah, so anything else NBA wise? I think that might be it. I think that about to Shea playing the Heat today. Sorry, I know it's not on the screen right now. Shea playing the Heat today. Out to Sengun. Oh yeah, so someone had asked earlier about my All-Star. I was looking at it recently, and I guess we could talk about it for a second. I like looking up just NBA All-Star predictions, just someone else's article. I don't want to have to think of all these. What's it called? This say Jalen Brunson highlights first time nods. Okay. This is good. Whoa. Jalen Brunson not being named an All-Star last season was perhaps the biggest All-Star snub in NBA history. Relax. Jesus, I don't think it's that crazy. It was like as someone who was there, Knicks fan, love Brunson. Like, damn, relax a little bit though. I love Brunson, but yo, yeah, true. I'll just screw it. I'll just agree. Whatever. They have starters: Tyrese, Jalen Brunson. Oh well, I will say I don't know when Tyrese will be back. I hope he's back, honestly, because it's in Indiana, and you know what I'm saying. That's the guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to shoot. I was going to say he don't got much to do right now. He might be watching. But Tyrese, Jalen Brunson, Jason Tatum, Giannis, and Embiid, and then Trae Young, Donovan, Julius, Bam, Paolo. Oh, I've seen a lot of Julius and Paolo comparison for the sake of the All-Star spot lately. I would like if they both made it. And yeah, one that I was looking at recently had Jimmy on here, but I know a few Heat fans, memes of Heat fans. So most of them agree to think that Bam should make it over Jimmy because Jimmy hasn't been playing much this year or playing whatever. Tyrese for sure, that's got to be a lock. Is there any snubs there? Because that's the first two utility slots were given to Maxey and Lillard. Just missing the cut were Jimmy, Mikal, ooh. Yeah, this is tough. Because, okay, I think Franz not making it is fair. Okay, obviously Cade's not going to make it because they're the worst team in the league. But I think Franz not making it is fair. But because they already got one and they don't average the craziest stats. Like Paolo's averaging like 23 as the lead scorer. I think Franz averages like 21, which is fantastic. But, you know, it's not like that. We got so many upper 30 scores nowadays. Franz is great, though. I rock with Franz. And then, but Scotty, though, they're a little bit, I get it. Yeah. The thing is that it's just because they're not winning at a certain point, because all these other dudes, all these other dudes are winning. That's really the reason why they're winning now. And I think I think that he'll get in. Honestly, I think that Scotty will get in over either Paolo or Julius. I think Paolo's making a big surge right now at these past few weeks, but then Julius, our team is doing so well. We're third right now, a couple games behind fourth. And he's also playing real well. He is statistically still playing better than Paolo. So it's like, you know, I don't know if you can leave Dame off. Like it's a crazy year. And that's why I wasn't that mad about Brunson getting left off last year, because it was also a crazy year. Jaylen Brown over I don't think Jaylen Brown makes it this year. And I rock with Jaylen Brown. I think, crazily enough, they're just going to get one. I understand that they should have two. I've seen Porzingis talk about it, talks more than I've seen, honestly. And then the West, I think the West, oh, wow. I see one crazy one. Desmond Bane? Hold on. Luka, Shea, LeBron. Sorry, I was making sure. Sometimes, you know how articles be tweaking sometimes. I was making sure I wasn't putting no crazy stuff up here. Luka, Shea, LeBron, KD, Jokic. Can't be mad at that. De'Aaron, Curry, definitely both locks. AD, definitely a lock. Kawhi. And then you got Anthony Edwards has to be a lock. They're the best team in the West. It has to be at least have one. And then you got Sengun and Desmond Bane. Who is the snubs? Sabonis, okay. Lauri Markkanen. Oh, Devin Booker. Brandon Ingram, Devin Booker. I don't think Victor. I could see. Well, Victor definitely not, because once again, it's gonna come down to success right now, because there's so many players playing on an equal plane. And I think that someone like Chet would get the All-Star nod over Victor because of how well the Thunder are playing. Even though, of course, it's in large part due to the whole team and Shea, obviously. Don't think Zion makes it. Don't think Cat or Rudy make it, but I could see one getting it just because. Same with the Celtics. I could see Jaylen Brown making it. Don't see Lauri Markkanen making it. I'm surprised to see Sabonis, Booker. Sengun has been nuts, but I don't think Desmond Bane makes it over Devin Booker or Sabonis right now. That's what I would say. But that's not but it's possible though. It's definitely possible. If there's not one player from the Pels that made it, I know something. That's funny. So yeah, that's what I would say for my personal. I don't know if they're snubbing anybody else. Today I did personally go on to NBA.com and I voted for, you know, because sometimes like I'm like, I don't want to vote because I'm gonna have to put in 10 players. So you know what I did? I went on and I put in Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, and OG Anunoby, and I clicked submit and I did nothing else. So yep, I'd appreciate if everybody synonymously does that every single day. And that's it. But do you think you'll be streaming more consistently? I mean, I'm here today. So there you go. No RJ. No, I actually thought about it. I thought about putting RJ and quickly. You know what's crazy? You said Nas and it reminded me. The other day, we played Nasir Little in Rec Center, and we smoked them twice. They put us against them back-to-back times, and we smoked them both times. It was interesting. We played so far this year we played him, and then we played it's this dude who's out the league now. I think he was on the Nuggets. It was PJ Dozier. We played him early in the year, the little NBA logo above him. I think we beat him too. Can't remember. Recently, we just played Buddy Nas Little, and there's this one clip of Mace from the Cameron podcast, from the Mason Cameron podcast, talking about go work on your game. And every time we won, I would hit on the PlayStation mic right there. You see it at the top right of the screen. Say, go work on your game, Nas Little. Go work on your game. And then the next day, what's crazy is he was injured. He had some injury and didn't play. So yeah. And then we played somebody else. I forget who at some point this year. I remember. But yeah, I remember I was watching my guy Samson play the ones once. He was just in the Discord playing the ones, streaming, I'm pretty sure. And he had ran into not Bones Highland. It was somebody else. Maybe one of them like Hornets guards. Like one of them like Book Knight or something like that. Not Book Knight, but it was someone like that though. It was like one of them like short hoopers. Maybe Nick. I think it was Nick Smith. I think that's who it was. And yeah, I don't know if the Nas Little game is on here. I'm trying to find it though. I am trying to give a conscious effort to finding this Nas Little clip. Oh no, that's a thumbnail I made today. And yeah. But yeah, Nick Smith was the dude. No, that's not the game either. I'm trying to look for the NBA logo. That's the OG thumbnail. It was a little bit before that. Is this it? There it is. Oh yeah. We made Nas Little quit. Here you go. 65-58, the second game. But he said, I'm gonna get off and get some rest before this game. I'm not gonna play. Not even hating. He genuinely was injured. 19 and 10, 2 steals. But yeah, I think that's it for the NBA talks though, right? You don't want to hop on whatever else? Shoot, I don't know. But Jordan McRae, that's crazy. Glenn Davis and PJ. Oh, PJ Dozier be on there for it? He be on there a lot? I did not know that. Yeah. That, you know what's crazy about that time and I know like that time that we played Tyrese and Dom and that's on my YouTube when I had dropped 40 in that rec game against Tyrese. Me and him were going battling. That wasn't planned. We literally, because we all knew each other. Like we all were already in a group chat from the team up days from like 5 months earlier. And that wasn't planned. We got on rec, we clicked. I wasn't streaming yet. I had got on, it wasn't even planned. Blair played PJ, I think. Yeah, I told you, no, Ace, I was there too. We played PJ. You might have been there, shoot, I don't know. I remember we played PJ. I probably got a screenshot of it somewhere. This was the second game, and then there was a first game too. This is just the beginning. This was the first game. You could see me telling him to go work on his game, I guess. Point guard Loki had a nice game. I think I usually switch off because my PG doesn't have perimeter defense, so yeah. Oh, Aiden's nice at 2K. I remember when he was getting drafted, people were showing him on 2K. But yeah, so here we go. Literally, again, I ended up talking about the NBA for an hour and 30 minutes. I did it last stream too, but y'all can let me know. Is there anything else that I missed? I'm about to look through my my group chat real quick, just make sure. But it's been an exciting NBA season though. Shout out to Kawhi, got his little extension. Yes, like I said, Spoelstra. I saw people talking about Steve Kerr getting his contract. Shut the hell up. That man Steve Kerr need to worry about having a contract, not getting the max extension. Teams are going to learn from that Monty Williams thing. Now, there's nothing wrong with it, but I just talked about the NBA for an hour 2 days ago, so damn. But it is what yeah, I think that's it. What team y'all want me to use and play now? Because I feel like that's the way I usually warm up with this stuff every